So when Papi introduced, when Papi was, call him Papi. Yeah. So when Papi.
Not the Papi as in sinner.
How do you say? How do you pronounce it?
हिंदी में नहीं.
Papi.
हिंदी में नहीं, अंग्रेजी में Papi सुनिए.
Papi.
हिंदी में ना ले लीजिएगा.
So when Papi was introduced to Vimal Roy, his first question to Devu Singh, who introduced Gulzar Bhai to Vimal Da, with Papi standing right there, was Patralo Vaishnav Kopita ki korbe bujbe.
Bhadralok Vaishnav Kopita ki kore bujbe.
Sorry, boli.
Which means in Bengali he asked, how will this gentleman understand Vaishnav poetry? Because he was introduced as Gulzar, Vimal Roy thought he's a Muslim and was wondering, because the song needed to be for Bandhani and he wanted a song based on Vaishnav poetry, and he asked Devu Sen, who introduced him to Vimal Roy, how is he going to understand this? To which then Papa explained that not only do I understand Bengali, but I also read it. You weren't writing it then. I think you learned to write it to write letters to Mummy.
वो प्रेम पत्र लिख के बंगला सीखी है.
She learned Urdu to write letters to him. Yeah. So that's how it happened.
Absolutely. So such an important chapter of the life, such a Vimal Da. We would like to hear from you.
मुझसे कुछ मैं बहुत दफा कह चुका हूँ. मैं मुख्त से बात दफा कह चुका हूँ. ये बारी आज के ऑथर की है, मुसन्निफ की है, लेखक की है. आप उनसे पूछे जो पूछना है. मैं तो गवाही देने के लिए.
So like you were saying earlier, and the book beautifully captures his first step into the world of films, and through the house of Vimal Da, nobody else but Vimal Da, and he is, for all of us, has been such a link to such great masters, and himself being the greatest of, and we are absolutely so fortunate to, but today is not the evening to discuss that. What was your feeling when you speak about Vimal Da? What is your perspective? Forget about the. It's not an informative question. It's a feeling kind of a thing.
Well, in my conversations with him, everybody knows that he was working in a garage, and what everybody doesn't know is that he was not working as a mechanic. He used to do spot touch-up jobs for cars which had met with minor accidents. So, एक scratch हो गया या dent हो गया, painter. Or it was not that the full car needed painting; it was a spot job. So you had to blend colors to match the existing color of the car, and that's what he used to do. Which is when he was taken to meet Vimal Da. My conversations with him, what I came away from was that Vimal Da for him stepped in as a father figure that he lacked, because he was. There was a distance between him and his father for whatever the circumstances were, and I think and his mother, and he didn't have his mother from a very young age, and I think Vimal Da filled that void for him to the point where it's ironic that he was brought in to write just one song, because Shailendra and him had a fight. So he said he's not going to write the songs. And then he wrote one song and then they made up. And
most of the people know about it.
And they made up. So then Shailendra went back to writing the rest of the songs. But if it was not for the righteousness of Vimal, that no, this man has talent and that motor garage is not where he's supposed to be. And he said that is not the place for you. come here and be with me. And Papa didn't want to be in films, and particularly in direction, because he felt that writing songs for a film was a very fragmented part of the process. Music is somebody else's, story is written by somebody else, someone else is going to sing it, somebody else is going to enact and perform it. The writer's role is a very tiny fragment, the lyricist's role. So he was never very impressed by even getting that opportunity. But I think the fact that he agreed to Vimal and joined him was because there was that sense of a father figure.
That's very true. That's very true. Because I have written about it. कि मैं फिल्मों में नहीं आना चाहता था. Vimal also knew this. लेकिन the way and the day Vimal said, कि look, you can't join me as an assistant. It's a director's medium. You will feel okay. I know you don't want to write songs. You don't want to be a lyricist. But you come, but you will not go back to that garage and waste your life there. Come here and start working. Now this authority of a father, that made me cry. I busted out crying. And I've said it every time that I busted out crying on his table. Because that he touched me. And he turned the page of my fate. I earned my fame, I earned my money, I earned my living, and everything came down to finally from films. Films gave me so much to live. And that was a turning point of my life. And I will always remain grateful to Vimal for having done this to me. And of course, the passion of books never left. That is why I didn't want to go to films. I wanted to write books. But that had a different fascination in my head. कि writer बड़ी अच्छी चीज होती है. We were quote writers. You know, किताब में लिखा है, तुम पढ़ के देखो. ये कोई नहीं कहता. फिल्मों में देखा है, फिल्म देख के देखो. ये कोई नहीं कहता. वो किताब ही के लिए कहता है. So I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write books, and that. After completing that circle, I have come back to books, of course, once again, and I'm happy that she is writing books. She is also writing books, also along with the film. I don't want you to leave films because you have found a new way. And this whole generation, even films like what you are doing, which is coming, very Pyare Prime Minister, it's a writing on a satellite. It's writing a book. We had to, I always say this, okay, we picked up subjects from literature. We picked up good stories from subject and made films and made good films. But who's the author? Whose thought? Devdas, 5 people have made, 10 people have made. It is Shat Chandra finally. It is the Shat Chandra which is the sky, the rest are floating clouds. Some कुछ अच्छी तरह बरसे, कुछ अच्छी तरह नहीं बरसे. But it is the author. Who is the author of that film? Now the period has started where the filmmaker is the author of this film. He has the thought, he or she, that you want to say this and you have said it. It is that picking up what you, thoughts come from life around you, and it connects you from books also, short stories also, everything. But you make it your own. Then you give your own interpretation, not follow that. Then you are making a new, making an interpretation of your own. No, it's not like this, it's like that. That is what makes you, gives you the status of an author in cinema. And today's generation is doing that. That's the most beautiful part of it. And another thing which I would like to say about this book is, from my point of view, author has given her own point of view. From my point of view, it's a biography in the real sense of it. It is not it's not about the achievements that this became a hit, and then that became a hit. and then he met such and such artist and such star. No, it's the journey how you got there and how you moved it and what you did. It's my observation of the person that she's writing about, and it's not about the collections of the trade or other kind of thing. I don't know if I've been clearly able to put it. अंग्रेजी में बोलना तो हो सकता बात साफ ना करेगी, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ है.